Imagine for a moment that you create a model for yourself and you want to start VTubing, and you're very much inspired by the bigger VTubers. Let's just say, for example, for no particular reason, that one of your Oshis is Shylily. Well, I want to be a dolphin VTuber or an orca VTuber. That would be a great idea. And what if I took a bunch of design philosophies from her and put that into my model? It's inspiring to me. It feels great. I love to represent. I love to represent Shylily. I want to be her. And then you get called out for it. And it's a big debacle and everyone's angry with you. But it's okay because big VTuber Alara has your back and she's here to protect you. She defends you on stream and on a video. And everything is all great. And eventually you reconcile with yourself. I am going to change models so that I can have this Shylily copycat arc be over. I don't want to be accused of this. And then, out of nowhere, you decide that it's a great idea to commission yourself a live 2D model that is exactly the same as Shylily's. Hello everybody, it's just Irisu, and you heard me right. The VTuber known as SmolLola is back at it again. Not once, not twice, but 3 times now has she plagiarized Shylily. That's really hard to say. Now, 2 days ago is when all of this debacle started. I'm not going to bother finding the beginning tweets, but it went along the lines of something like this. Artist comes across SmolLola and points out the fact of that her model is almost identical to Shylily's. And there's a whole back and forth debacle between these artists and Lola and her community, saying, well, my model is original, it's all on my own. Take a look at this list of differences, and here's a tiny list of what looks the same. Okay, something was pointed out while all of this was going on, because not only was her model very similar to Shylily's, her cadence and way of speaking was too. And back in the days of her pre-model, when she was even closer to looking like Shylily with all of her colors, she actually didn't used to sound like this.
Bro, why is this fucking fish stuck there? Oh my gosh.
Hello. I heard you like VTubers, and if you haven't noticed yet, I happen to be one.
Now, for a British speaker, she sounds awfully different than what she used to. She kind of has a German accent. That's kind of strange. She doesn't speak any German, but now she has the accents and the cadence of a German speaker. Wait, how does Shylily speak again? Is she German?
Are you still with Joe? Joe Mama, tell her to call me back. She don't have to be shy.
This was the tipping point for a lot of people in the community, including myself. Not only was Lola plagiarizing Shylily's model, but she started to become Shylily in a lot more ways than just visual. Now, I posed this question on Twitter, but I let everybody know what side I was on. Do you think that this is plagiarism? And I got a lot of mixed responses, but before we continue any further, if you look at the silhouettes of both of these models, can you tell which one is Shylily and which one is Lola? And I'm serious, please, before I reveal who it is, let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you guessed Lily was on the right, you would be incorrect, because this is Lola, and this is where the problem starts. The silhouettes are almost identical. There is no way to distinguish the two of them apart, and that isn't even the start of it. From the outfit having the same frills, the skirt looking the same, the bow, as well as the little knobs on the hair, and the tail, every part of the silhouette is samey. Now, I was originally in the boat of this kind of toes the line, but it's not technically plagiarism. And then we got the, well, audio distinctions. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, well, you know, she's speaking a little bit louder, and maybe her cadence is that of a German speaker. However, today, she was interviewed by Alara, who previously took care of her and, you know, bailed her out of that situation of plagiarism before. And the thing about that interview, what I originally was very upset about, ended up being immediate character assassination from Lola herself. When she was questioned on why her model has so many similarities to Shylily, she mentioned that she didn't really know anything about Shylily at all. Now, barring the fact that she has tweeted about Shylily before and mentioned that she wants to get out of her Shylily phase, this was definitely something that was a little strange. And then, not 10 minutes later, maybe even less than that, she comes back and backpedals, stating, well, this.
I actually did not know what Lola said about Shylily, so did you want to tell what you told me, which is a huge surprise?
Never interacted with one of Shylily's streams before. I've never joined in on one. I have never seen like a clip. I think I might have saw one on TikTok a while back. I don't like know her like some people think I do. I think what's not okay is the amount of similarities we have. I think I didn't really look into properly how many we have and be like, oh, this could be controversial. Might as I was inspired by Lily. I've said that before and I'll say it again. I was very inspired by her. I think her design is beautiful and I love mine, I love hers. I'm going to be changing mine though. I do really agree with the people that are saying there's too many similarities, and obviously I'll be changing that.
And if that wasn't damning enough, when people brought up her accent and why she decided to sound so similar to Shylily, being German, she mentions that she lives around a lot of Germans in her family. She has a lot of German cousins. If you know anything about cultural assimilation, you will know that accents are one of the hardest things to break out of. It takes years of practice making sure that you don't fall into it, and even if you do have like a good track record, if you find somebody who speaks that original language, you tend to fall back into it. It is a huge process, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Now, at Origin Emmy pretty much sums up this whole situation the best that they can. They mentioned that coming from a Russian-speaking country, it took them 6 years to get rid of the Russian accent and 3 more to assimilate an American accent. They put a side-by-side comparison for us to show the pre-Lola that we see today and the Lola of today, and how she speaks then versus now. And on top of that, she also points out inconsistencies in sentence structure in the way that she pronounces specific words. I'm not going to be playing all of these videos. I will be providing them as a link in the description. Nonetheless, it is harrowing. And another minor thing on top of all that, it's a little strange because, well, we have Shylily, SL, versus SmolLola, SL. It's just, everything is just too coincidental. One coincidence does not make a lie, but many coincidences do. And this is the main problem that everybody is having with Lola right now. Now, up until this point in the video, we've been covering a bunch of coincidences, right? And there are a bunch of other things that I have personally found on my own, but I need to address the reason why we need to talk about this. A lot of people are saying, well, if Shylily had a problem with it, she would have said something. Or it ain't a problem until Shylily does anything about it. Or this isn't even plagiarism. Some of the best artists steal, like that ideology. And for a minute, I just need you to shut the fuck up. It's absolutely ridiculous that in any circumstance, anybody would defend this. A lot of people take Hanlon's razor too seriously. I see all over the place people defending what she's done, to not give in to the hate, which I agree, you shouldn't give in to the hate. But there is a moment when you need to realize that what you're doing isn't going to pan out, because as far as I can tell, I am almost 95% sure that Lola knows exactly what she's doing. My biggest piece of evidence is that many people have come forward with new designs. Specifically, there is one where the artist specifically mentions that they were working with Lola in order to spruce up the design a little bit. The thing that I find very strange, she may have liked it, but she didn't retweet it, even though she's been retweeting a bunch of different fan arts. You can call me a little crazy if you want, but if you were so worried, but if you truly cared about the consequences that you have brought upon yourself, and you knew that you were in deep water and had to change your design, I would plaster that shit all over my front page. I would let everybody know, like, hey, I'm changing designs to this. It's gonna take a while. Even if that's not the final product, at least show your support that you want to do this. But the thing that I find interesting is that all throughout her posting, complaining of all of the death threats that she got, throughout all of those tweets, all of the ones she deleted and all of the controversy that she got herself into, she refused to make a public statement about it until after she interviewed with Alara. She had a whole 12 hours, she streamed, everyone was upset with her on stream, and then another couple hours passed and she was flash interviewed by Alara. And then, after Alara told her that there was no way she was going to get away with it, that is when she decided, I'm done. You know, I'm going to change my design, I'm going private, yada yada. It just seems so disingenuous. At least if you're going with the Hanlon's Razor route, you can assume that she's just really stupid, if that's what you want to believe. The part that gets even weirder to me is Shylily was forced to make a response. And in her response, she specifically mentions that she cannot explicitly condone or condemn Lola's actions. She doesn't even mention Lola by name. But with the way that this response is written, it's very clear to me that Lily was uncomfortable and unhappy with the situation. What does Lola say about it? Nothing. She said absolutely zero. No likes, no replies, no sorries, no apologies, anything directed towards Shylily. And that to me is kind of indicative of someone who was just in it for the clout. She was trying to get people to look at her because she had a model that looked like a big VTuber, and she loved the attention that she got, even if she painted it off as negative. I think that's why she hopped onto Alara's stream so fast to get into the interview. I think that she believed that she could just kind of like, I'll get away with it, you know, I'll be fine as long as I'm cute and I speak as honestly as I can. And this is why I'm so angry. I'm very upset because there are a lot of VTubers that I know who work very hard, who have spent money on some of the most unique designs, who have spent hours handcrafting their 3D models to look as unique as possible. Hello, I'm one of them. And trying not to plagiarize somebody else's work. There are people who step on eggshells in order to grow as a creator. And for someone like this to just kind of be like, yeah, I'm gonna look like Shylily, really pisses me off. Because in the span of like 3 days, she got like 3,000 followers on Twitter and a ton of traction on Twitch as well. And she still has a loyal fan base that are still replying these positive things, and I get it. I don't want anybody to go and reply with a negative thing, but why are you enabling this? This is the part that frustrates me. It doesn't have to be like the harassment tweet of the century. Just tell her, hey, don't do it again. I support you, but don't do this. Like, don't do it again. So many people I've seen are like, I don't feel pressured to change. You know, you shouldn't feel pressured at all. Yeah, you should. You fucked up. You did a terrible thing, quite frankly. This goes beyond just drama. Sorry. I'm sorry for going off there. But that should pretty much tell you my stance on this whole situation. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm curious if you agree or disagree with this opinion, if you've seen all of this stuff coming. If you liked the video, leave a like. And of course, if you want to, please feel free to subscribe. But before I leave and I say goodbye, I want to just read what Shylily's response was, or at least the parts that make them the most relevant sense here. People are waiting for me to say the wrong thing. I stay out of drama for more reasons than just I have better things to do with myself. Other reasons include that, at some point, you can never say the right thing. What am I expected to address? but since people won't leave me alone about it and even bother my management and message in Twitch chat, I guess I am sadly forced to say at least something. If I speak up against something and reveal that I am uncomfortable with it, I am just a hater. Big bad wolf. If I state that I'm fine with it, I disrespect the artists who are working so hard to practice and hone their skills over years and years, and many more years. Their love, passion, technical skills, and everything else they put into their work all be responsible for setting a new standard that encourages stealing, copying, and plagiarizing as okay to do. So if that doesn't tell you the severity of the situation, I don't know what else to say. Lola, if for some godforsaken reason you are watching this video, go apologize. Genuinely. Change your name. Change everything about yourself. Stop doing this. This is the third time that you've done this. And it's only gotten worse for you every single time. You're getting to the point where you are harming other people's livelihoods because of your plagiarism. A lot of people seem to think that this is not as bad as other issues. This is really bad. This is people's livelihoods at stake. Their jobs, their skills, just like Lily said. So with that, that's all I have left to say. Probably won't be talking about it anymore. I might cover it on a stream. Whatever. Take care, everybody. And I will see you next time.